Hi guys, it was really nice to meet with all of you today. I'm super excited for what you guys are doing with the solar decathlon and all of your talents and enthusiasm that you're bringing into it. I was really impressed with the efforts that everyone is putting in. Um, yeah, as I said today, I was just intrigued at the amount of crossover between the brief for the solar decathlon this year and for this project in Thailand that I'm helping with. And thank you for allowing me to present today. And I would like to give you this video as well, just as an invitation to join me in helping this company and this household fulfill their dream of a model of sustainability for Thailand. And who knows how far it will go, but I'm really excited about the possibilities. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and just going to give you the, there it is, the project brief. So the idea is to design a residential building that aids in our quest to live greener lifestyles. And actually, most of this is from the owners of the building. Is their request for the project. They filled this out. It was like a little form that they filled out. Build a physical space where community members can work, stay, learn, and be inspired, and provide guests with an experience of alignment with nature while living in the city. The problem that they've identified is that in Bangkok, conventional building practices are wasteful and hazardous to health. Residential utility systems are designed to dispose of waste without environmental consideration. More than 10,000 kilograms of waste is deposited in Bangkok daily, and 20% of this waste is from demolition and construction. And the solution is the Baan Vivat sustainable home. It will be used as a case study documenting the demolition and renovation process. Methods for segregating, reusing, repurposing, and recycling will be employed, as will those of water treatment, flood prevention, and water storage using natural processes. So I put together a timeline just based on what work has been done so far in the project. In March of 2020, there was an architect team that sponsored a schematic design, and I actually have that available to you for like a site analysis, and then also just the base drawings for the house. And then in April 2020, the actual renovation design was completed by that architecture firm. In August of 2020, they began demolition. The materials were segregated, solid was recycled or kept for repurposing. October 2020, they contracted Tetra Pak for roof construction. That's a roofing company in Bangkok. And later you'll see the completed roof. And in 2021, in January, they identified and hired a contractor who commenced the renovation. But in March, they fired the contractor. And this is not uncommon at all in the construction world. Contractors are typically lacking in their abilities and fulfilling their promises. So this didn't raise any red flags for me. I'm very familiar with the situation or similar situations. And speaking with the owners on Zoom, we have a few meetings. They are highly intelligent. They're engineers, and it seems to me like other players are not. I don't want to say as intelligent, but they don't share with the vision of building a sustainable home. It's kind of a foreign concept in Bangkok, but that just means opportunity. There's a need, but also great opportunity. Let's move on. So in May of 2021, waterway and road construction began, and we'll see that on the picture as well. In July, they began working with Journeyman International to help find professional support. And Journeyman International, I'll get to that in a minute, but it's a contracting firm that works globally, and they fulfill the design of projects, and then they're a networking firm that hires contractors, or at least connects clients with contractors to get stuff built as well. So not just to start the project, but to also see it through. And in November of 2021, Journeyman International actually helped them find an architectural firm through their network that is reputable and does great work. And I will show you them in a moment. But first, here are the pictures. So the first picture on the left is when they bought the house. It was a 2-story house. And then their aim is to make it a 3-story house and totally gut the inside and remodel everything. So picture 2 is after demolition. And this is the waterway system that they've already started on, excavation, and then they made a storage tank and storage system, and they're working on filtration and reusability of black and gray water. And here is the roof. On the right, we see the contracting crew that completed the roof, and they did a great job. And the strategy in Thailand is basically build the roof first and then do the infill later, primarily for rain protection. It rains all the time there. So just to keep everything out of the rain and to be able to use the site as construction is going on is kind of common. Okay, supporting organizations. So as I mentioned earlier, there's Journeyman International, and you guys could read through this if you want. I'm going to give you the PowerPoint here as well, but I really just want to show you the websites of these organizations. And then this is the architecture firm. I will not even attempt to pronounce their name, but they're in Thailand. And so here's the team as a whole. First picture is the owners themselves, and I'm going to show you their website. I hope you can see this okay. So feel free to just copy the link and explore for yourself, but you could read about who they are and what they do and everything. So anyway, their vision is very forward thinking for the area, and I'm super excited about what they are planning to do and want to support them in their mission. Okay, and then next is Journeyman International. So since meeting them last quarter, I think it was the last quarter we were in school, I've had very in-depth communication with this group, and basically what they are doing is something I'm super passionate about, and I've dedicated like many years of my life to doing as well. And so I have partnered with them, and I'm now acting in a consulting role for their company. These are all the countries they work in. I'm assuming it's the blue dots and not the black dots. I always like to look at the portfolio of any company, any architecture firm or whatever. Their completed work speaks the loudest, I think. So the model of Journeyman International is to use student workers to do these conceptual designs, and then they partner with architecture firms both in the States to produce documents, and then also in country, because a lot of things are country specific when you're submitting construction documents. But there's a lot of really great work here. And just depends on the project. It's kind of like there's a wide variety of things, but take your time, look through all of these. And then I was just recently introduced to these architects who are in Thailand. And from what I could see so far, they're really impressive. I haven't talked to them yet, but they did have a site meeting. I think it was yesterday. I'm recording this on Sunday. So on, wait, is it Sunday? No, it's Saturday. All right. So on Friday, they went out to the site and had a meeting, and it went well. And hey, look at those rolling things. That's fun. So let's look at their projects. And I've done a lot of international work, and seldom do I come across a portfolio to this caliber in a developing country. So a lot of this stuff is phenomenal. But yeah, definitely look through that on your own as well. Get excited. And then the last person on the team is, or people, is yet to be discovered. And I'm hoping that some of you would be willing to fill that gap. And it's just designing sustainable systems. And again, it was intriguing to me to hear what you're working on for Solar Decathlon. And you could essentially just use that research to develop these systems. Specifically, what they are asking for, and again, they are environmental engineers, so they have a background in working with these systems, or many of them. And so it's just kind of a starting point. This is their request: is a water filtration and storage system, an air conditioning system using clay, air filtration using plants, gray/black water treatment, natural waterproofing wall, and biogas toilet. So if any of you are working on any of this stuff, and I recall in the meeting that some of you are doing gray and black water treatment, also water filtration and storage, rainwater collection was a topic. And then what else? Air conditioning came up in discussion, but I don't remember if any of you are working on that currently. But yeah, if anyone wants to just kind of grab one of these, if you're drawn to one, or if you're already doing research on one of them, just let me know, and then you can claim it. And if there's a system that you're either working on or interested in working on, and you think would work well for this project, then this is not an exhaustive list. This is just a starting point again. And they are open to suggestions and welcoming of your suggestions. So please do think about, some more systems that can be added to this list. And then also, if anything needs to be removed from this list, they're open to that as well. They're not like set on getting all of these things, but again, just like a starting point. So what excites me the most about this project in particular is that it's scalable, and it's meant not just to be one house, but to be a number of houses in Thailand and then also all around the world. So step one is to design sustainable systems for Baan Vivat sustainable home. Step two is to create a handbook for future projects. And that's just gonna kind of happen naturally. I'll compile all of the documentation, all the research that gets done for this, and we'll make like kind of a handbook or a guide for sustainable systems in general. And then step three is replicate the sustainable systems countless times over. And yeah, again, I'm just so excited for what this could lead to. And then as a bonus, if any of you are interested in doing some of the designs that I showed you on the Journeyman International site, doing stuff like that, they have a lineup of projects that need to be designed. And if you want to volunteer, then they are accepting applications. So I will definitely get you connected and pair you with an awesome project. Or you can work in groups or whatever. So yeah, just let me know what you think. My email is estabon@ucla.edu. I don't care if the whole world has my school email. Estabon spelled Estabon. So yeah, thank you again. And I look forward to seeing you at the next meeting and look forward to working with you at Solar Decathlon.